Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beautiful lights doing today? All right, let's get started on today's reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You've come to a safe place where we do uplifting readings on the daily for Aquarius. All right, first card up, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is a person who's very empathetic, loving, and giving. You're also very hardworking. Okay, Eight of Pentacles is about hard work. And I feel like you might be struggling a bit right now and trying to balance things out, your finances, okay? Trying to balance out finances, doing whatever you can, looking at a side business if you're not already in one, or looking at some extra hours that you feel will put you over the top or at least be enough to play catch up with. I am seeing there's a masculine over here who is also maybe in the mix, and I just felt you thinking that this masculine can be bringing more to the table while you're struggling. And yeah, this person has some kind of anger issue, and you stay quiet because you don't want to deal with it. Wow. And the Seven of Wands, guys. Okay. This is someone who's very defensive and can be forceful. All right. Also, this card is about standing up for oneself. But in this reading, I'm kind of getting something a little bit more powerful. Like this is somebody who has an anger issue, who gets very loud when they express themselves. All right. If this is you, please comment below the video if you would. All right. Just give me a sentence or two so I know which layout we were referring to. Okay. All right. So we're upside down in the wrong way. All right. So yeah, this is definitely a partnership, and I feel like some of you are mothers, so you have children around, and Spirit is saying that you've been thinking for a while that this has to end. Okay, maybe for yourselves, for some of you, and for others, for yourselves and your child or children. All right, and I'm seeing that you already made some moves with this. Okay, so you're kind of slowly making moves. Because this person's angry, you have to do things on the slide for protective reasons. And yeah, I'm seeing some not necessarily underhandedness in this situation, because you actually are in survival mode and you have to do it the way you're doing it. Okay, I'm sending you a lot of love and light, whoever this is. All right, to whoever this is, love, healing, light, and good things are coming your way. All right, and guys, this is a good time for me to mention I do readings, so if interested in seeing what services I have, you can click on the description below the video. All right, the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, guys. Okay, this is someone who's very charming, confident, and sexy, flirty, can be hot-tempered. Okay, this is somebody you love. All right, all of those things I just mentioned you're saying, yep, that is he. All right, but he's got these really cool qualities about him that kind of, when you balance it out, he's different. And he makes up for, the things he lacks. He's incredibly hot. Okay, sexy wise. All right, and you love that. All right, and I'm seeing that also, there are times when he drives you crazy. He drives you berserk, and this, at these times, you're like judging. You're wondering, gosh, should I pick the right person? How am I going to continue, the next few years with, certain things about his personality, as far as being hot-tempered, and he may also flirt with other people, so that may be real bothersome too. All right, so you're putting some thought into this other masculine over here. This might have been someone you were with before, or someone you now know, who is much more steady Eddie, has a lot of money, has wealth, has, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? He's very successful, so you would have security and, you know, other things that would just give you that calm and that security, right? All right, so guys, this all goes hand in hand with, you know, how we're just, you know, the separation, how we're looking at the people around us suddenly, right? Because we're raising our vibration, and as our vibration gets higher, we are starting to see people differently. We're starting to see right through them. We're seeing the differences between how we're now perceiving things because we've grown mentally, and how they are perceiving things. And, you know, sometimes a lot of us are seeing this suddenly. We're perceiving things on two different levels, and you no longer are, you know, meshing with this person. You no longer have the same beliefs, or, you know, want to live life the same way, or want to treat your children the same way, or want to do the same things. Things are changing very drastically and quickly. So I'm seeing stuckness overall for my aquas. I'm also seeing something quick, something really fast coming in regarding your money. Okay, so with this Knight of Pentacles, this is about having patience, okay, and being persistent. This is for my singles, okay? This is for, you're going to run into someone who is going to require your help, or you're just going to make a decision to help this person out who's needing help, who's going through some type of burden, okay? You're either going to be there in this person's life as a support mechanism, a good friend, or someone who is just a confidant, right? I see this person coming into your life really fast with this Knight of Swords. This is fast moving energy. Also seeing that you are both holding a pentacle, all right? So at first, it's going to look very innocent. It's going to look like you're being supportive. You have this good friend, even though you're going to find this person very attractive when you meet them, all right? You're actually going to just keep that in the back of your mind to see where things are going to go, all right? But you're going to be very supportive. And I'm seeing the Two Pentacles, as I mentioned. You are going to end up getting closer as time goes on. You are going to end up in a romantic relationship, and you are both going to bring something amazing to the table. Both of you are going to be doing something where you're both doing well financially, and you're going to do very well together financially, it looks like. Okay, so let us go on. Guys, deal with me today. I'm sorry. I'm just all over the place. My brain is on slowness. I'm not really quick like, you know, I would want to be, but just please, you know, just overlook that today. All right, I'm seeing a King of Cups here. All right, you're getting ready to come to some type of realization that something you thought that was bringing in happiness actually is no longer bringing in happiness, okay? The very thing that you thought was it, that was making you happy, is actually creating the opposite, okay? So lately you've been feeling some sort of sadness, just kind of ignored in your situation. This used to, like I said, this was something you wanted that you got, and it's just not doing it for you anymore. And you're getting this clear clarity. By the way, you are someone who is very loving and giving and generous, okay? Let's see what else we get. Okay, so there's some of you who are going to feel like you took a risk on something or someone. You took this risk and now you're regretting it, okay? It looks like This might be something between a father and son, or something, I don't know, something like a business partnership, something you're doing together with this other person. The person is somebody really good, has, a good heart, but just isn't cutting it. It's not going the way you had thought it was going to go. And so you're feeling sad, like you're going to have to tell this person that it's not working out. All right, if this is you, comment below the video. All right, we have the Sun. Oh, this is awesome. All right, some of you just stepped in it. You manifested a new position, which brings me to a place where some of you are, watching these readings saying, yes, they're so positive and uplifting, but I'm not going through this positivity. I'm in a place where I'm feeling left out in the cold. I feel depressed. I feel like nothing's working out, and I feel very alone. And some of you might even feel lost. I have some information for you at the end of the reading if you want to stick around. But this is for those of you who are getting into, went for some kind of new career or new position. I'm seeing a very good omen. I'm seeing doors opening for you. This is, and if you're thinking of doing this, this is your opening now. This is the portal to go and, go after your financial dreams. Go hit it up. Try to, line them up in threes. Interviews, line up 3 interviews, go to each and every one. Even if the first one checks off all your boxes and they say you're hired, go to the other 2, and preferably do it while you still have your job. That gives you negotiating abilities, where they know they have to give you more money if they want you to come on board, because you'll go in there saying, I haven't left yet, I haven't told my boss I'm leaving, I just want to see what is available to me before I make this decision. All right, but I do see that there is a lot of opportunity opening up for Aquas right now. Look at this manifestation card here in the center. All right, and Spirit is saying, you guys have intelligence on your side. You're all so intelligent, and this is part of your third eye that has opened from doing the work, from doing, the frequency work, and getting hit with all this new energy that is opening you up, pulling in all your new gifts. You have the 10 of Pentacles here. This is the world literally opening up to you now, Aquarius. This layout is rather amazing. All right, take this seriously. All right, if you are not happy in your job, this is the portal to go look for something else. If you are, not knowing what career to get into, but you want to do something for your future, this is the time to figure it out and put yourself in school. Whatever you're thinking about doing financially, the portal is open. All right, the windows, doors, everything is openly waiting for you where work is concerned. Okay, and the outcome here is all of your hopes and dreams culminating, happiness, successes, your family. You will be helping your family, because there will be, I told you, not with it today, but yes, your family will be with you celebrating, because they will have you supporting them in more ways than one, and helping them financially. You will have enough, okay, more than enough. And here we have the 2 of Wands. Now this is generally a brand new start, okay, for most of you, a brand new start, a new beginning. This is also about having choices between 2 options, okay? Now, this right here, these 2 cards, you have 2 paths. One of them is going to put you on a path to success, but because you have this 4 of Pentacles next to the Devil, this is fear. You're staying where you are, even though you have this big, bright, beautiful opportunity, choices to make. You are holding on to something that is no longer serving you out of fear, okay? Don't do that, guys. Don't be afraid to put one foot in front of the other. You know, we can't, if we're looking at it like, you know, well, what if this happens? What if, you know, that happens? We can't go through life like that because we'll never move forward. We'll never get to see our successes, right? Because we'll never step out of the non-successful box, if that's where we're at, wanting to go into the next realm of success. We'll never step out to see what we're capable of, right? And that's what I'm seeing here for a lot of my aquas. Just fear holding you back, okay? And also I'm seeing a Queen of Wands here. So this is somebody who, this is where you're supposed to be, okay? The Queen of Wands is high society, status, prosperity. Holy shoot, I just got like a flashback. Whoever you are, in another lifetime, I saw you as some kind of royalty, and you are supposed to be wealthy in this lifetime as well. But you don't know this, and you're holding yourself back out of fear. But you are absolutely someone who should be living a life in a high social status, filled with wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Okay, you're somebody who's chill, and you're somebody who doesn't. You're fearful even of standing up for yourself at times. You're kind of just, I don't know how to explain it. Like you're laid back. You're very laid back. Maybe too laid back that you're not expressing yourself fully. Okay, you need to come out of your shell and be the person that you're meant to be. All right, look at this. The moon, all right, is showing you unknowingly. This is a lot of things you're not understanding, things that are hidden from you. Look at this. Do you see what's behind this Queen of Wands? Isn't that some kind of royalty status? I'm just noticing that, guys. Isn't that, I think it is, I'm not sure. If somebody knows, please comment below, okay? It looks like two lions holding something together. I'm pretty sure I've seen that maybe in the history books in school or something around royalty. I could be wrong, all right? But this is what you're missing out on because of fear. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups here. This is about, I feel like for a lot of you, you are feeling fulfilled today and you're moving on to the next big thing. All right, look at your path. Your path, you see the cups, the full cups, and you're full now. You've gotten success, you've gotten whatever it was you wanted. You're feeling like your cups are full and you're moving into the next realm, the next big thing. The Nine of Pentacles, this is wealth, this is prosperity and abundance. Guys, I keep getting wealth and money throughout the past, what is it, week? I mean, yes, we've been talking about this for a year maybe, but this is different. I can tell you intuitively something else is brewing in the background, okay? Nine of Pentacles is an overall feeling of where you could finally breathe, you could finally relax, and you know, this time that is coming in for you is going to be a fulfilling, just a lot of calmness, no more worry. You won't be worried about having to even wake up in the morning to go to your job. You are going to feel fulfilled. You're going to have enough. This is going to be a great justice, so much so that you are going to be able to help others. You already are a humanitarian because I see you out there doing kind things, okay? You are full, your heart is full of love, and you are out there doing kind things, Aquarius, and I'm so proud of all of you, all right? Even those of you who aren't feeling well mentally, you are still doing kind things, and that is going to be partly the reason that you're going to feel yourself being catapulted upward very soon. You're going to feel yourself being pulled up out of that mental anguish, that mental depressive state that some of you are in, that you just feel like you can't break out of. All right. And with that being said, those of you who are still with me, I know that you are the ones I spoke about before. Okay. Now I'm going to say something to you that it may not hit you at first, so don't boo-hoo it. Just give it some thought. A lot of you who are feeling the way you're feeling, all right, you've been around people, and think back, this might have been from a long time ago, maybe not of lately, but sometime in your life, somewhere in your life, you had negative friends or negative family members or negative people surrounding you. And this is something that gets embedded into your brain. Your brain is like a tape recorder. Now, before you boo-hoo it, remember when you're born, or you've seen children, right? You've seen children that are just a month old. They can't speak yet. They don't really know things yet. They haven't learned anything yet. And their mind is like an empty tape recorder or an empty slate, right? Until their parents start to put things in there, and they can put positive things in there. We all have seen, you know, or maybe not all, but I've seen parents with little babies going the right way with them, teaching them very young, showing them how to do things very young, giving them options and chances to do whatever they're doing up to their limit, you know, like in a teaching, like maybe showing a small toddler something that we think toddlers can't ingest mentally, like they can't do physically. I mean, not something too far out there, but letting them get there, you know, in their own time, and then telling them how proud we are of them. So they learn from what they're being taught. Now, if that toddler is in a family who's screaming at each other, and that toddler is going to grow up fearful, that toddler is going to grow up upset and depressed and not knowing what love is, you know, thinking that that's how people are, that's love, and that's how people intermingle, right? So whatever we're teaching that child, so I'm not going to go on and on, just know that somewhere in your path, it might have been even something someone said to you that just demolished you, or did something to you, right? All right, but that's not a reason to carry it through your lifetime and stay that way, because if it's something like that, or it's something someone said or did to you, every time you are not feeling good and you know it's because of that, you are giving them your power. You're giving up your power back to them. You're allowing them to manipulate your mind, your happiness, your life. Okay, so we have to find ways to change that up, and you can change it up. All right, you know, for starters, just you know, start getting yourself in a state of gratefulness. Even if it's difficult to do, you may not feel the emotions behind what you're doing right away, but remind yourself by leaving a note on the refrigerator, on the bathroom mirror, what am I grateful for? And you won't feel it in the beginning, okay? It's just going to be some words you're going to be saying to no avail. But if you put some emotion into it, and you really think about what you are grateful for, it might be a roof over your head. It might be that you have a car. Maybe your neighbor or someone you know doesn't have a car. Maybe they're living outside in a tent somewhere in the woods. You know, there has to be many things that you could say you're grateful for, okay? Go there first. Just stick to that, and I promise you, in a matter of weeks, you will start to see that your glass is half full, not half empty. And it's going to change your mental outlook first. You will start to view things from a different perspective, and the emotions will follow. All right, so that is my advice to you guys. I hope you're having a great day. And guys, you know, check in with me. Let me know how you're feeling today. Let me know how some of these things, some of these exercises I give you guys to do at the end of the readings, let me know how they work out for you. Okay, take care.